Alrighty folks, so here we go. It's, what do we got? It's about 20 minutes of 8 on Wednesday night. I just got done watching a hour-long interview with Billy Corgan interviewing Wolfgang Van Halen. So I did a video on this little simple subject of the beauty of going from the 1 chord to the 4 chord, and I'll do a couple of 3 different keys demonstration. Simple stuff. But I was so intrigued with the interview that when the video I did earlier, I always play it back to just make sure, you know, I'm correct. I've been wrong on some of my videos and things I've said. And the camera was so close, you couldn't see only this much of the guitar, and so let's see if I got it right this time. So this is just a little lesson, or just to give you a little info on the beauty of going from a 1 chord to a 4 chord. And I'll give you E to A. So in E, and this is all major, all of what I'm doing, because it's pretty stuff. The minor's not, you know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 chord in E is A. So it takes, I've got songs, I'm going to give you little elements of the song for examples. The songs are not named yet, and they're not completed. These are elements that I use in this. This is, I'm going to do an easy listening album. Okay? So there you go. There's your basic thing. If somebody was just, say the singer was just going, kind of thing. There's other elements in my song. It also goes to the B, you know. Then there's also there's that, and there's all kinds of things in there. But this is just a demonstration on the beauty of the 1 chord to the 4. So there's an example, right? And now, obviously, there's many alternative voicings you can use for any one of them chords. Like this is a voice of an E, right here, or you got, or this, or just this, or just, you know, all kinds of stuff. And so obviously you can use your E major pentatonic, which is C sharp minor. You land just simple stuff that would make a beautiful song. So you can go E to E, land on the E when it goes to the A chord. Right there, I'm on that one. Beautiful. Or you could go just simple pentatonic stuff, you know. So there's one example going from E to A. Alright, so you got all kinds of things you can do with it. So there's and here's another one I really like. I've got a song written with this as one of the elements in it. Simple 1 to 4 chord, and this one's G to C. all I do when I work on creating a finished piece is I take the raw basics. We're using, this lesson's about the beauty of going from a 1 chord to the 4 chord. I take the basic and the same thing I did with the E to the A, and I've got others, many of them, in song ideas. I look for interesting ways to play it. Like in this case, what I did was just a G with the barring the E and the B and the D, the B and the high E with the on the 3rd fret. So you're playing a G. That's your typical making the chord sound bigger, rather than just the open B. You add that B string, you add in that D note, just makes it bigger. And so lightly strumming that and just going. So the piece that I'm working on with that, I'm heavy on the E minor pentatonic over both chords, but I also do go into diatonic and go into arpeggiating and octaves and dyads, but I'm just showing you the very raw basics are pretty in themselves. So your E minor pentatonic is also G major. But if I go all I'm doing is moving this to that and this repeating this all the time. So then you take that simple concept I was doing with the E to the A and do it in the key of G. Same principle. Or I could go landing on that G note when it goes to the C. You know, starting on the G note up here when it's on the G chord and just going down the E minor pentatonic, which is also G major pentatonic. E minor pentatonic, and that over the C chord. So another beautiful example, and those same things I did with the E and the A. Just simple stuff, but beautiful. And because, like I said, the songs that I have with those. So you could take another example would be, I have a song that's got a lot of major 7 chords in it. It actually starts with a G. So this is, I'll just play a piece of the song, but I'll... That's just a piece of a song that I have going on that changes keys to a C major 7. So that thing, so you could switch that around just to continue with that example of the 1 chord to the 4 chord. Take a D major 7 and play the D major 7 to a G major 7. Switch those around. Or just stay long on each chord. So on stuff like that, I just take the diatonic. So now we're not just going to do pentatonic, and I would test out the pure key of D major. And see if that is also workable with the G major 7. Yeah, so I would just take that simple 1 chord to 4 chord. It's an easy listening vibe. Or you could even add in other chords like that D major 7. And then go up to the 2 chord, the D minor 7. So when did I start? No, that doesn't really work. See, that don't sound good. Putting this in, what does sound good with that would be just a plain G major. Listen. So I take variations of a chord and then I play a combination of 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever, but I listen carefully to see, does that sound good? No. But listen to this one. If I just change that to just a regular G chord, that sounds good because that's one of my songs. I can't help but go into Creativeville. So again, the beauty of the 1 to the 4 chord. So I could write a song just with them 2 chords. And then look for variations of those major 7s. You got one here? And this is actually, could be a G major 7 too. But that sounds like shit compared to this. This one's a good one, the G major 7 here. But these are the best to me, sound-wise. Anyways, I don't want to go over 15 minutes. The beauty of the 1 chord to the 4 chord. Have a good evening, folks.